Today is August 21st, 2024. Yesterday on August 20th, 24. Again yesterday. I had people follow me. So I start going through different statements. Terry seen the guy that tried to kidnap me. To them taking Lori at my second job, her family member, and dismembering her while she's alive. Had people show up and make fun of her, how they tied her up and cut her up in pieces while she was alive. That's how she died. Beautiful blonde girl. Okay. To Merlice's niece. I go in a gas station on Middle Branch. This idiot woman walks in. Will found out that guy's really real. Who the hell are you? Some crazed crackhead? Seriously. Because when they took Merlice's niece, they said the authorities already knew what he looked like, that he's a tall white man with black hair and Latina descent. He showed up in 19 when I went to stay down at my sister's and I came back. Because the drug cartel showed up down there the next morning. He showed up within a couple days, started following my mom. Beating on her trailer. Following her around town. Followed her to church. She's in her 80s. She went in and told Brother McGee. He's out there again. Ohio plates. So he went out and said, "What's this with you following Joella?" "I'm waiting for my girlfriend." He said, "I'll tell you what, we got a really good police department. Find you around Joella again, I'm going to call him." He left town. Even my mom seen it. I didn't tell her it was a serial killer looking for me. So, some crazed crackhead? Went to the doctor yesterday. Okay. We're at 12/21/18 in protected custody. Stabbed in the neck, bashed in the head, beaten, raped, and left for dead. Alex, the white-haired guy with his hair part on the side, admitted he left his white comb on Dave's dresser. Admitted he was part of that assault and holding me down in January of 19. And Bob Evans. That's the guy that followed and Miranda me, Savannah's Facebook friend. Tried to kill me again. Caught on police surveillance this time. Okay? Well, I'll go back to that gas station. I seen this guy that looks like Officer John. Now, Officer John is a short white guy with black hair and glasses. This guy looks like Officer John, but he's bigger. I seen him in 18 and 19 and a couple other times. I seen him at the gas station. He's back. People were talking. That guy that looks like Officer John's back. The one that's bigger. I know he is. Got it. Well, yesterday I went to the doctor, and like they said, it's insane how far your head's crushed in. The nurse already told me it should have been fatal. I had migraines for 2 years. Even the nurse yesterday, I bet you did. I'm lucky I'm not dead. It's by the grace of God. People were also talking. Pam and her friends are going to get in a lot of trouble for this. They need to be arrested by federal law. You can't involve yourself in this. Due to HIPAA violations, right to privacy, nurses and doctors cannot even say you were seen anywhere. Without your written consent, they can't look up your file. They can't suggest you were even seen there. They go to jail, 1 to 5 years and $250,000 fine. Some guy was talking. We already told him it was a medicine that made her sick before. Pam and her friends are going to get in a lot of trouble for this. HIPAA violations. Right to privacy. These people act like your medical records are public knowledge. They're not. Another doctor or nurse can't even look you up. They can't even suggest you were seen there without a written consent. Why do you sign a consent form when you go to a different doctor for your file to be transferred? Because it's none of that other doctor's business. Unless you're being treated there and you sign, they can't look at anything. It's illegal. You have a right to privacy. Okay? All right. Oh, I have a pulled neck. I take care of people for a living. And all kinds of clients. Okay? I go out shopping. Go to Grinders, women walk out. They're talking about that guy showing up that looks like Officer John. Okay? And that Pam and her friend are going to get in trouble. Oh, they need to be arrested. It's illegal what they did. If they're talking about me, anything, and trying to help a domestic terrorism group, killing people, drug beating, raping them, selling kiddie porn, human trafficking people, just because her daughter had a drug dealer's baby when she was a teenager, and she dated my ex-husband while we were married, the godless apostolic people in this area, they're godless. The Bible says not to avenge yourself. Doesn't mean you're supposed to stand there and get hurt. You can defend yourself, but you're not supposed to avenge yourself. It says to love your enemy. Pray for those that despitefully use you. To be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. You're not supposed to hurt people. They're acting like Satan himself. Jim Jones occult, David Koresh, Charles Manson. Okay, I was in Alliance yesterday. I went into Kohl's. I started playing tapes. Now my car, my phone, everything's bugged from that FBI case. Okay, the police listened to me. These people, M13 was hacking into protected custody cases, and it's on Google that they were live streaming them. Okay, they hacked into mine, and they sold mine within the first month. Okay, and I know that. So I'm got my phone on low, playing my videos over and over again. Okay, from how I got sick to how I got well to Linda catching Tim and Katie together, them thinking it's me, to Strange making up that lie, taking Danny, pushing him to suicide, to them nailing my mom's tires. All that. Okay, play that. All right. I go in Marks, in Alliance. Some guy walks in. I heard they're down here hurting and harassing somebody because someone said they were found insane. I wanted to come down and see it. I found out it's actually happening. Some guy just said she was found insane. And it's just some guy saying it. And people are willing to harm her and harass her. And it's just some guy saying it. Do you know how morbid that makes you? People that are actually found insane are like children. They can't process right. So their brains are damaged. They can't process right. They don't have the mentality of regular adults. They don't have the processing. So it's like them hurting a child. So you hurting, beating and raping me. It's like you thinking you're doing it. It'd be like you doing it to a child and then harming somebody because you know they can't process right. That makes you despicable and disgusting and morbid. And some guy came in and he said, I found out that minister had all this done because Tim was dating Katie. No wonder he said he'd take care of her once and for all, and was defending Katie. I hadn't even talked to her in 7 years. She lied. I heard she was one in that agent's office, saying I was mean to her. Like people said, she was dating Tim. That's why she was willing to lie to that agent. Like they said, that minister was willing to have her harmed because she's supposed to have been mean to Katie because Tim was dating her. I hadn't talked to her in 7 years. Told you the only time I talked to her even before that was saying hi twice in the mall, maybe 3 times, with Dave. Walked on the other side of the kiosk after 2011 when I found out she was making up crazy crap. And if we didn't get a chance to go on the other side of the kiosk, don't say a word till we're past. She's still lying. For strangers' attention. Like Dave said, she's pathetic, making up stuff for people's attention. Okay? Other people where Strange took Danny in 2003, starved him all day, screamed at him on the pulpit till he passed out, screamed at him till he did what he was told. Okay? See, and he tried to kill himself. Twice. It's documented in Stark County in 2003. Seen by the Crisis Center, Stark County Child and Adolescent Center by 2 social workers, Linda and Georgine Vovusa, and a Stark County psychiatrist for the Child and Adolescent Center, treated for post-traumatic syndrome, then bulimia, lost a lot of weight. Had to be on medication and counseling for 2 years. Okay? There's also a police report because you have to report abuse. And I told you those 2 detectives showed up in the Stark County Child and Adolescent Center for the psychiatrist that it was seeing him. Said, I heard she don't want to press charges. She just wants her son to get better. That church better never pull something again. Some guy walked in with a lady and said, we found out all that's documented in Stark County. I know, they found it last year in October. And in Illinois, where in December of 2003, my mom moved down there because they were nailing her tires and putting sharp objects up into her tires. She was way up in her 60s. Made a police report what Strange did to Danny and what they were doing to her, and the police said if she didn't move away, they would have killed her. It's documented. They found all those documents last year in October. Some guy said, boy, they found out all that's documented in Stark County. I know it is. Okay? I kept playing my tapes. Okay? I go in, there's a little fresh fruit market right at the edge of Alliance. People go in and said, those people that are running this said we were supposed to come in and yell how ugly she is. And wow, we heard everything that happened. None of this is funny. No, it's not. When you stop thinking hurting people is funny and check your mentality, how morbid you're being and how mentally ill, would you want them to do this to you? Because Pete and the human traffickers, and that's who's doing it. It's a drug scam from the drug cartel. Would you cyber stalking, watching somebody through button cameras, the internet? It's illegal. It's a 20-year sentence. Him setting up button cameras stalking me. Taking a hit job to either destroy, harm, or kill somebody is 10 years. I got harmed. It's 20. If you die, it's life. That's how fast him and Dave were to be arrested. He could never hire Pete on his own. Right to privacy over your house. Nobody can be in your home. But protected life cases with statements. You have a right to privacy in your own home. It's a constitutional right. That's where the Stark County Prosecutor's Office, did the biggest mistake. They did it in your home. Okay? That's where Officer Reinhardt in Louisville, even the FBI, would go to jail for being in your home outside a protected life case with statements. Okay? So, let's go further. That's what a criminal attorney said. And I told him how that agent talked to me, admitted to telling on me. He said he can't talk to you like that. And you get the money for working your case and only for working the case. He can't even ask you to stay quiet. He doesn't have that kind of authority. He's only a higher police officer. He was only bullying you. Let's see. Police all this area. Because of freedom of speech, it takes a judge and a jury trial. You can tell whoever you want and they can't say a word. I said, well, you already told on me. Stark County Prosecutor's Office and police all this area and a criminal attorney. You don't even have the authority to ask anybody to stay quiet. Yesterday morning in Walmart 62, I went in there. Okay. Some lady said, Will said she couldn't say anything. She said, well, Will already told on her before he spoke to her after the hotline. So it don't matter anything. Exactly, the giant 4-day loophole. What's that? She called the FBI hotline. He went around, before he spoke to her, it was 4 days. He went around telling everybody she called the FBI for help. He was witnessed by the police telling on her before he spoke to her. Admitted on a recorded line several times. He told on her and met with everyone that she called the FBI. Bullied her, listed her informant, then threatened her. But it all goes back. He's already told everyone. An agent told on a victim calling for help. And she got sunk into a giant legal loophole that the FBI can never get out. Now, I want you to think about all this. People have been saying, while he was telling everyone that he was acting like he was going along with it to get the drug dealers. He took a rape victim that had been so drugged up, going to the doctor, and doctor's not thinking of rapist. Bruises all over him, throwing up, heart racing, massive headache, almost passing out, and a severe swollen personal infection. I'm blaming the dirty well water. I'm bathing him. He took a rape victim, calling for help, had the case solved before it started. Who was doing it? Okay? And he took a rape victim, a human trafficking victim the cartel's running a scam on, fed me back to the cartel. Let them rape and torture me, bash my head in, human traffic me, almost shoot me driving, kill other people around me. They may have got over 1,000 bad guys off of this. But there's more than 1,000 bad guys out there now. Some guys said the ones that were doing this, they left for a little while. They'll be back and told a few to keep an eye on me. I hope they didn't get that blonde girl in Myers on Saturday, where they said they wanted to date her. Saying they want to date you is a code word for human trafficking you. I know a retired CIA agent. I was telling her how they acted towards me, how they were hurting me and then picking at my hair, my weight, and then had men walk around me. She said, you're lucky that special outfit didn't come out. I said, I heard of a special outfit. She said, that's what happened. That's what they mean when they sell you. Then you die. She said if they ever tell you you're gorgeous, you're gorgeous, you're gorgeous, that means they want to kill you. Well, when they say they want to date you, they want to human traffic you. Bill from the Freemasons up there, about 50-year-old white man with white hair too. All right. He told everybody he wanted to date me. Had the Freemasons and a bunch of people follow me around 1819. Freemasons on a Sunday morning, January to March of 19. Freemasons confronted him. Bill, you spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they were talking about him having 800,000. Okay. You put a lot of that into having people follow around and watch her. She won't even look at you. They admitted he was having those people follow me and harass me, for making fun of me, for harming me. Of course I wouldn't look at him. He told everybody he wanted to date me. Okay? Then they said Will wanted to date me. That he considered me his girlfriend. Then there was a Harry. Their code word for human trafficking you is dating. That young blonde girl in Myers on Saturday said one of those guys wanted to date her. The guy's like, don't date him. She said, I watched her talk about how hard it was for her to learn to walk again. She started to cry. I found out everything they had done to her. I told them I didn't want to see him anymore. Don't, because he could do it to you. Better watch that girl. Lock her down. Like another big guy showed up. We know if they get a hold of that girl, what's going to happen to her. She'll end up dead. Like they said, they're going to human traffic somebody else. I know. When they told my ex-husband March 1st of 15 and 19, it's just a real case of how to get away with murder. They're killing people in front of society, and they're so stupid in this area. They make fun of the rape victims, the family members. They made fun of Lori, where they tied up her family member, and they said they dismembered her while she was alive. That's how she died. They actually do dismember people. The one coffee shop on the strip up by Walmart, I was in there talking to one of the baristas. Okay. She said she lived in Wadsworth. The human traffickers got an apartment building. Shot and killed this one guy and dismembered him in his apartment. They got 7 off of that one. They acted real quick. They actually do dismember people. When you realize how morbid and Satan possessed, when you watch scary movies at the movie theater or on TV, and you guys all know it's not real, these are the real Jasons, Freddy Kruegers. These are the real serial killers of the world. And you're making fun of the victims that they're raping, torturing, that they left alive. And then the family members, like Lori said, it was horrible. They show up in stores and laugh how they killed her. They think it's funny killing people. They told you that at 19. For the greatest hunt is hunting a human being. When you realize these are morbid son of a bitches, maybe you'll stop thinking it's so funny or harming people.